Good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you're in. I've just dropped a pen. Can you believe it? And I want to pick it up. Oh, no, it's okay. I've got another pen. I'll make do with a pencil because I've got some notes written on my pad here, and I want to. There's quite a few things I want to go over tonight, or today, or this afternoon, depending on what time of the day. If you're watching the replay and you're from America, and it's tomorrow, tomorrow never comes. Happy Independence Day. What I'm going to do, let's share the screen and go over to the Hangout and see how we're doing, to see if we're actually broadcasting live. Let's just minimize this and then come over to here. And we're live. So I find it intriguing. I find it intriguing that we have a thumbs down before we even start, so somebody it doesn't like the content before they've even heard it. Can you believe that people take the time to go to a channel, give it the thumbs down before they've even watched it? It's not happy birthday, Jay, I'm afraid, because my birthday's tomorrow on July the 4th. So you was a bit quick out the gate there with my birthday wishes, but thank you very much anyway. Now, hopefully you've got me loud and clear and you can see my screen okay. Let me know you see the screen if you wouldn't mind, so that I don't want to be talking and you don't see the screen, because I've got some things that I want to share with you, and I want to make sure that you can actually see my screen. So just let me know a yes, see the screen, something like that. Yep. Say Outlook 12 hours for whatever that is, birthdays, yeah. Okay, yes, JR. Yes, you can see it. Great, fantastic. So there's lots of people in the house here. Mike, I couldn't find that Android phone, I'm afraid. I said I was going to look for an Android phone for Mike Briggs today, because he doesn't have one, and I can't find it, Mike, because I've got myself one. I bought a new one about a year or so ago, and I can't find the old one. I was looking for that so that I could send it to Mike. So if anybody's got an Android phone that they don't want, Mike Briggs is looking for one, okay? Because he wants to test something. God knows what he wants to test, but I'm sure he will reveal that for you. Right, so let me, the program has just done. So let me just go over to this page, okay? Because believe it or not, people are asking, move the bit at the top where it says created for residents of the UK. I'm going to remove the word the, because obviously some countries the word the or the wouldn't be appropriate, but it doesn't mean that it's only for the UK, because this page knows where you are in the world. We're tracking where the visitor comes from, so that's what it's there. It personalizes it. So if you're in the UK, okay, and you're advertising your face on your landing page, your Padlock Income landing page on Facebook, say, for example, and somebody in Papua New Guinea clicks on it, it's going to say created for residents of Papua New Guinea. If somebody went to your link on Facebook and they lived in America, the USA, they would click on it, and when they come to the page, it would say created for residents of the USA. And if somebody was out in Mongolia, okay, and they had a Facebook account, they clicked on your link, and when they came to the page, it would say created for residents of Mongolia. Okay, it's dynamic. Okay, it's a dynamic page, which means it looks at the IP address of where the person is actually in at that time at the moment. The only time, obviously, I might be on holiday in America and it says created for the residents of the UK. Well, then I might look. It might say the residents of America, and say, that's not for me because I live in America and I'm actually on holiday. But the chances of those types of things are so slim. We want to leave this in, okay? So hopefully that answers your question about that. Now, what I want to do is, before I come, I'm going to go right click and come to the dashboard. Let's just get the dashboard open. Okay. Now, again, the dashboard. Let me just make it very, very clear. There's a video here that gives you instructions. It gives you instructions about the navigation. Now, what we have done, For those of you that are already in, it won't make no difference to you whatsoever. But for those of you that you know, that are in, and you remember when you came through the registration process, you got to a page where there was a video of me sitting in the car. Okay, that video has been changed now. It's a more informative video. It's a more informative video. It tells you, tells the person viewing the video what Padlock Income is, how they're going to earn money, what the purpose of Padlock Income is, about building your list, and it's free. Okay, now I want to say again, I want to say this again. I want to come back over to here. Okay, and I want to tell you this now. Because somebody said to me that I should be transparent. Okay, because I used the word free. Okay, I used the word free to sign up to Padlock Income. Okay, which gives you access for free for Padlock 1. Okay, gives you access to Padlock 1, 100% free. Now I don't know how much more transparent that you can be than telling you on a Hangout it's absolutely 100% free to get into Padlock 1. Okay, Padlock 2. If you want to get access to Padlock 2, you need to pay $10. Okay, let me tell you that you don't have to go into Padlock 2. You don't have to. That's entirely up to you. You can stay in Padlock 1 for the rest of your life. Okay, and I'm going to show you in a minute the value you get for free. You should be paying. You should be paying out the gate. But the thing is what this business is about. This padlock here is about building you a list. Okay, I can tell you this. Right, if you're I from Facebook alone, from Facebook. Okay, I built a list not over a few weeks. Okay, not over a few weeks, but over from 2004. Okay, I've built a list. It's over 240,000 that I've built from Facebook alone, from free ads on Facebook. Okay, so if somebody says to me, I don't see the point of posting out on Facebook, that's what I did from 2004 up to the present day. I know exactly how many people that have opted into either a landing page of mine, and what they've opted into landing pages of mine since 2004 until this time. I've built a list of 240,000. I have a list now that's over 470,000 people on my list. Okay, that's how many people I have on my list. Now, for those of you, I'm just going to put that in blue. Look, that's what I've got on my list now. This is what I built for free from Facebook. Okay, from Facebook. Padlock 1 is about getting you to build a list for free. Okay, for building you a list for free. Now, what I'm going to show you in a minute is I'm going to show you the value you get inside Padlock 1 for free. It's not just join and you get a load of rubbish. You get stuff that I actually done myself. When you do things on Facebook, it's not a quick fix. Okay, it's not a thing that you're gonna wake up in the morning and have hundreds or thousands of people on your list. It takes time to build your list because the competition is massive. There's lots of other people trying to promote their product, all on the same platform that you're doing, all for free, and they're flooding the Facebook groups with advertisements. And to be honest, you get blind when you go in there. There's a saying that, I don't know whether you have this in any other part of the world, but here in the UK we use a saying, you can't see the wood for the trees. Okay, because there's so many trees, you don't know, God knows where that saying come from, but that's what happens when you go to Facebook. There's so much advertising on there in groups, and there's thousands upon thousands of. I've got, I think I've got in the region of about 8,000 groups that we can go and advertise in, and I show you 30 at a time. And I'm constantly changing those groups, taking out the ones that maybe don't like us anymore. But if you're advertising on Facebook, okay, you want to build a list from Facebook, from the training that I'm showing you. Now, I don't only just give you training, because training's the wrong word. I give you the image to use. to use. I even tell you the Facebook group to go and post in. If you want to get above the noise, if you want to get above the noise, getting above the noise is not about creating a brand new image every day. It's about consistency. Whenever you watch the TV and you watch for a commercial, there's the same advertisements until their money's run out, of course, but there's the same advertisements over and over again. Wimbledon's just started today. And I was watching a bit of Wimbledon today. You know, I love Wimbledon, the tennis, you know, and I kept seeing advertisements for an energy drink, a sports drink. I kept seeing this. Obviously, I'm watching a sports event. So the energy company decided that it's a good time for them to advertise because they're getting in front of people that are interested in sport. Well, I'm not maybe going to be running around and wanting these energy drinks, but there's probably going to be a lot of people that are really into tennis and actually play it and watch the Wimbledon competitions to get themselves some tips and things like that, you know. So the advertisement today, I saw the advertisement today, I must admit, probably 20 times. 20 times. Now, did that advertisement, obviously you can't say because you didn't see it, but take any advertisement you see. Go to your TV next time you're watching a movie, or you're watching a soap opera, or you're watching a survival program. In the intervals, there's advertisements that come. See if you can recognize advertisements that are there constantly, over and over and over and over again. And I want to stress this again because I stressed it on the last hangout. If you're going to make a new image every single time, or you're going to say, I'm going to make my own image, I'm not going to post none of the ones that Jeremy gives me. I'm only going to post my images. I'm going to use 4 of them. Or I'm going to use 6 of them. Or I'm going to use 2 of them. You're not going to be seen. You're not going to be seen. The idea of us working as a collective army, okay, is that we put the same images out, so that people come into them groups are going to see them. The chances of your image getting seen, yeah, might be the best image in the world, might be 1,000,000 times better than mine. But because you're the only person posting it, it's just going to get lost. It's going to go to that saying that, you know, that you can't see the wood for the trees. I'm showing you stuff because if you join Padlock Income, okay, if you join Padlock Income, my guess is there's a few things, and let's just go through these things, okay? There's a few things that made you want to join, okay? So the first thing, and I forget the actual amount now, 64,000, 2 days. That might have been one of the things that you say, oh, I like that. That might have been the #1 thing. You like that. And then when you got into, once you got you watched the video presentation, you may have liked my conversion rates for the emails that I get, my open rates on my emails, you know, with 58%, and some of them, there was one 150 odd, 58%, I think, something like that. Open rates. You might have liked that. You might have liked the earnings. Not top of the screen because I show you that I had other earnings there. Okay, so you may like the fact that I built a big list. Okay, so there was some hooks that you would have when you joined Padlock Income. There was something that you related to on this board here now, because that's what's on the front presentation. That's what the hooks are. These are the hooks. Okay, so they get you to opt in. You create yourself an account. Now, let's just say it was this. This was the one. This one up here. You thought, I'd love to be able to get to earn $64,000 or over $64,000 in 2 days. Or I'd love to be able to build this big list that Jeremy talks about. Or I'd love to have a regular income working on the internet. Or I'd love to get my email open rates up nice and high. Whatever one of those things were, you joined because that's what you wanted to know about. That's what you wanted to know. What was the key? What's the missing link that you maybe have had or didn't have in the past? So if you're not making $10,000 a month, okay, working on the internet, I bet you came in through one of these things, okay? You thought, yeah, I don't. Some people may have came in because they know me. But there's over, I think there's, I forget the number now, but it's well over 20,000 people now that have come into Padlock Income because of one of these hooks. Now, inside, okay? When you get on the inside, let me ask you this. If you was, I'm going to give you some, a little story, and I apologise if I'm going to insult anybody for their intelligence, but I want to give you a little story, and I want to tell you about this thing here. Okay, this is a car, by the way. Now, when you learn to drive that car, and the driving instructor picked you up, or your dad might have learned you, your wife might have learned you, your husband might have learned you, your boyfriend might have learned you, but somebody learned you to drive a car. In the very, very rare case, somebody sort of opened the car door and could drive it. You know, they had to learn. They had to learn. Now, when they got in that car, and this was me. I walked up to that car. I met my driving instructor. I opened the door. I got in. The driving instructor sat there for a little while, and he spoke to me. Okay, he spoke to me. He said to me, "That's the gear stick. I think you call it the shift change, the column change, or whatever it is. That's the clutch. That's the brake. That's the accelerator. What you're going to do?" And he's telling me what to do in the car. You know, so when I was looking to learn to drive, I went to the local newspaper. At the time, you know, back a few years now, 40 years ago, I went into or 30 odd years ago, I went into I looked through the local newspaper and I found some people that will teach you to drive. Okay, so I rung up one and I phoned him up and I said, "Can you teach me to drive, please?" He said, "Yeah, not a problem, Mr. Rush." He said, "It's going to, I think it was like £10 an hour." He said, "It's £10 an hour. And have you drove before?" I said, "No, I've not drove before." He said, "Well, I recommend that you're going to need at least 6 lessons for me to assess you, to tell you how many more lessons you're going to need, you know," or I can't remember the number, but you know, you get the idea. But so that was what happened. But I didn't ring him up. I didn't ring and do this and say, "Are you the driving instructor?" "Yeah, well, bring your car around because I want to get in it. I want to show you how I'm going to drive it." Do you think he would have turned up? Do you think he would have turned up? I'm telling him he's the driving instructor. Come round my house, pick me up, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to drive your car. I've never drove one before, but I'm going to show you. So if you want to get the results that I'm showing you, and you've got to do what I ask you to do. If you don't want to do what I ask you to do, how can you possibly turn around and say, "Well, the system works," or "It doesn't work"? The system can only work if you apply yourself to the system, period. There's no ifs and buts or maybe and I don't know, and call it dentist and all these other things. If you want to get success, you have to follow the system. If you want to go up and above the system and do a little bit extra, great. But don't change the system. Don't change what's there. The amount of people that I know now that go into Padlock Income, people that are not tire kickers, that have gone in, they've done all the Facebook tasks, they ain't been back for 4 or 5 days because they're off doing their own thing. They don't know whether I've put a new group in there. They don't know whether I put a new image in there. They don't know whether I put some new ad copy in there. They haven't got a clue because they haven't gone and had a look. So they believe they know better. And I don't want to insult anybody. I don't want to make somebody angry. But if that's you, stop it. Because if you want to have success, at least do what I'm asking you to do. Then afterwards, do what you like. Okay? So I'm hoping that penny drops because I was putting that out last time on the last hangout. And yet again, I still went into groups. I'm going to make a video. And I went down the posts. And I see Padlock Income posts that I just couldn't see. Because I was looking for them. But had I not been looking for them, I wouldn't have seen, because it was an image that was just them posting it. The idea is for everybody to post the same stuff. The idea is to annoy people on the internet. The idea is to, if you want to say, spam the groups, but you're not spamming the groups because everybody else is doing the same thing. Everybody's putting their images in there. Everybody's putting their advertisements in there. Just because you're consistent, somebody goes, "Well, I don't want to spam the group." Well, how are you spamming the group if you put your own image? What's the difference if you put an image I give you or your own image? What's the difference? The difference is, noticed, if you're only putting your image. Unless your image is a good image and we decide to use it, and we've got 5,000 people all using that same image, yes, you're going to get noticed. But if you're doing your own image, I've seen it, GIFs and videos and things like that, great, they look great. But you're losing the point here. I'm not asking you to get in the car and drive it until you've learned to drive. I'm asking you, if you want to get success, at least do the stuff that I'm asking you to do. So let me share my screen, because I want to show you some bits. Share the screen, and I'll hide that. And I'll just come quickly back over to the Hangout, make sure that you can actually see the screen again. So if you can see the screen, if you could let me know in the comments that you can actually see my screen, that would be fantastic. I know there's a bit of delay with what you call it, with YouTube, but hopefully you'll see the screen. You can let me know. So yes, Jeremy, we can see the screen. Yes, Jeremy, I can see the screen, because needs 30 more thumbs. Yeah, good idea, Jack. Yeah, we need. Yes, we see it. Great. Yeah, good point. You know, we've got. I'm going to give it a thumbs up myself. I've got two. We've got 2 thumbs down now. A thumbs up or a thumbs down, whichever you prefer. Okay. Interaction is better than no interaction. Okay. There's no such word as bad advertising. Okay. There's no such word as bad advertising. Right. Now I've covered the landing page, so I'm going to close that with this thing at the top. If you just joined the Hangout, you think, oh, what's he talked about? He's covered it. Then you need to watch the replay. Okay. Now, in Padlock Income, what do you get for free? Okay, well, you get access to the site. Now, down here, there's a video that explains you the navigation. I'll be changing that video. There's a calendar here, okay, which shows you live events that are coming up, either Hangouts like the one you're watching now, and any other information that I want to give you, I pop it into this calendar. Here you will have a list of your directs and how many people have paid and how many leads you've got. Okay, this section's not completed yet, the one with the light bulb. When you come down here, we've got the top converting sources. Okay, Telegram's a great source, it looks like there. Telegram, if for those of you who don't know what Telegram is, go and Google it. It's basically, it's an app that you have on your phone that connects all your contacts. It sends them a message saying, I'm on Telegram, do you want to join me on Telegram? So it's a way of communicating, a bit like WhatsApp, a bit like Skype. So it's I've got it on my phone. I use it. So it's mainly people that are on your phone. Okay, with Telegram, it's a bit like as I say with WhatsApp. Okay, so if you want to download it, go and Google it. I will be doing a video on it, but you know, not everybody uses it. But it's great for free data. You know, like WhatsApp. If you're in a country where you can't pay for internet, then Telegram, WhatsApp, and them types of things, I know you can use them on your free data. So you've got the stats down here. Okay, over here we've got the top list builders, and over this side we got the top earners. Okay, now what I want to do is bring you over to the top of the screen. At the top here you've got your affiliate link. If you click on this big blue square there, it copies it to the clipboard, to your notepad or your clipboard on your computer. Then you can go off and paste it somewhere. Now there's a button here that says get started here. Get started here. Click here for quick access. Now, some people I've seen Facebook comments, I'm in the back office, they say, and I don't know how to start. I don't understand. Well, if you can't read the word get started here, then you need to maybe focus a bit more and take your time and not try and run around and look at and click on all these things over this side. You can learn all that stuff and have a look at that stuff later. The first thing you want to do is to click here, okay? Red arrow. Get started here. So you click that, okay, and it takes you to a screen like this one. You know, if you're not on Padlock 2, you're not going to see Padlock 2. If you're not on Padlock 3, you're not going to see Padlock 3, and so on. Okay, there's a video. There's a video here, a new video that you watch. The video explains what's going to happen. There's a video on practically every page. Some pages there might not be, but 98% of the pages have a video on. Okay. At least take the time to watch the videos. Some of the videos are compulsory. Okay, so if you haven't watched this video, you won't see anything on this side, on the left-hand side. You have to watch the video. The system knows you've watched the video, and after you've watched it, it puts loads the padlock for you. Now, if you fast forward it, you might go past the mechanism that loads the padlock. Everybody's mechanism is completely different. Could be a millionth of a second difference, but no two people, it's like your fingerprint. When you watch this video and you you could tell your friend, at 1 minute and 33 seconds, if you fast forward to there, the padlocks will appear. Well, I'm sorry, they won't, okay? Because the video's there for you to watch. You can watch it. If you don't want to watch it, leave. You don't have to do this. It's completely free. You do not have to do it. Nobody's forcing you to be here, okay? Once you watch the video, you get access to Padlock 1 if you're a new member and you only have Padlock 1. When you come onto Padlock 1, this now's changed. This video I'm going to change because this email icon is no longer there. No longer there. There's a Facebook icon. Okay, you click on the Facebook icon. Now, tomorrow, what's going to happen? When you click on the Facebook icon, you're going to get a pop-up that says, would you like to start the Facebook task from the beginning, or would you like to go where you left off last? You will choose one or two of the options, okay? That will be in there tomorrow. But at the moment, when you click the Facebook task, it will take you to this. You have to watch the video. Watch the video, and then you can start doing the Facebook tasks. At the top of the page, there's a button that takes you over to a Facebook group. So if I just click that button, takes you over to a Facebook group. You would go and join the group if you're not already a member of it. And if you're already a member, you can make your post straight away. So let's have a look at this first group. And I'm going to go down, right? I'm going to go down. So look, we're going, that's the top post. This is the post that's getting all the comments on. I go down a bit further, go down. Look, so now we've got a Padlock Income post, okay? And this one was made 7 hours ago. 7 hours ago. So why on earth has there not been any more posts in this group in the last 7 hours? I don't understand. I really don't understand why there's no posts with that image in that group. So I go back to that group again. So that's one post, that post 7 hours ago. Go down a little bit further. Oh, there is one 5 hours. Beg your pardon. Go down a little bit further. You see, now, this person here is put as... I don't know why. I don't know why. What's wrong with that image? You see, because as you come down, you say, you imagine you're looking in this group now. You say, oh, there's that post. There's that post. Oh, there's that post again. Oh, that's not that one. That's a completely different one. That's not it. That's a completely different one. Well, there's one that I've seen before. I'll go down a little bit further. Oh, there's another one. You could see the consistency. You could see, look, the consistency. Anybody seeing this sort of stuff is going to say, oh, I want to check this out, because there's a lot of people posting about the same product. They're not reading what's written here. They're looking at the image. Visual is 90% of the selling, okay? It might be that you think this post ain't good enough. Well, okay, I'm sorry, but this post works. It works for me. It works for me. It works for lots of people. It works for, it's brought 20,000 people into this business almost. Okay, more than 20,000. Yeah, admittedly, some people might have given out their link, but you see what's happening here. Flood a group with a post, the same post. So look, that's one of our images. Okay, there's one of our images. There's our image. Okay, there's our image. So we're starting to completely different image. Okay, not Padlock, of course. Great one. So if I come up here, you know, this person that's made this post up here, wherever it is, I'm sorry if this is you and I'm pointing you out and pointing the finger, but you're not doing yourself any favors. Look at that. Yeah, okay, it's a picture of me. There's 4 images there. Well, why 4? Why not 1? I don't understand why somebody wants to change what I'm giving them. I really don't understand it. Okay, so now you get 30 of these posts. Now, what you can do if you want to fast track, okay, you've got this video here, okay, which explains you how to get the image. Now, if you think, oh, I was on post 10 or I was on post 20, you can come up the top here, change that number 1, put 20 in there, click enter, and it will take you to number 20. If you haven't done them, but if you want to get back to where you left off, but eventually, as I say, sometime tomorrow, we will have that, but it will take you straight to post 20 because that was the last one you was on. Okay. Now you get advertisements. There's 30 advertisements. There's 30. So let's just go to 30. 30 advertisements, okay, that I give you. Now, if you join Padlock Income for free, you're building your Padlock Income business for free. You're building your list, okay? You're building your list. Your list will be inside here, your leads. You can download those and take them to Get Response, Aweber. They're your leads, okay? They're your leads. You're building your list of leads. You can do whatever you want with them. If you want to promote another business, you say, I don't want to promote Padlock Income, but I like the idea what Jeremy's got here, and I'm going to adjust the wording, or I'm going to write my own ad, but I'm going to start joining all these groups, and I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to make myself up 30 posts for a product that I'm promoting. Crack on, do it. That's what this is for. This is to show you how to build your list, okay? This system will build your list for free. When you get to this number 30, okay? Number 30, so you've got 30 Facebook groups that you can join, 30 Facebook posts that you can make. Then you get this one. You get this pop-up from every one of them, making sure, and I'm going to say, yes, I've completed the task. It takes you to the bonus training. This bonus training, I'm telling you, nobody on the internet is teaching you this. Nobody. And if you haven't got that far, and you haven't, shame on you. Shame on you that you're not coming in every single day, making your padlock post, going in and doing your Facebook work, and then getting through and understanding this bonus stuff. Don't just watch these videos. Put it into action. Put into action what I show you. I'm telling you, will take your business to another level for free. For free. Okay? Now, let me just get, if we come back to here, I've now added, I did have a banner icon, but what I thought, because what I was going to do was I was going to add just the banner advertising inside Padlock One and free advertising, you know, where you could get free advertising and banner advertising, you know, for small amounts of money. And I thought, well, you know, let's put some great value into Padlock Income number one, the Padlock number one, because let's face it, the majority of people are sitting in Padlock One and they want to know how to get traffic. They want to know how to build their list. Okay. So I put this together, this traffic center. It's only just started putting this together, construction for the last few days. Okay. It's taken me a long time. Now, what you do is the video, watch the video, you click the getting started, and you come to this, access the traffic center. Now, this page is going to get big. It's going to get massive, this page. I'm going to give you so much traffic in here, you won't know where to start, really, because you can get information overload. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be breaking it down. And the first things that we're doing is I'm going to be talking to you about banner ads, okay? And also free traffic. Just have a look at the resource first, the resources, okay? So click on banner ads. At the moment, there's 2 sites. There's going to be lots of sites in here. Lots of sites where you can go and advertise for banner. Some of them you're going to pay silly money, which is $2. Some of them you're going to, if you want to put a banner on there, you've got to deposit a minimum of $1,000. But I thought to myself, I'll put it all in here. It's up to you which one you want to use. I don't guarantee any results from your advertising, okay? I'm just going to give you the guidelines and show you what I would do, okay? I'll show you what I would do to get my banners out there. Now, whenever you're doing any paid traffic, you want to start small with your money. You want to start small, make sure that you've got the right banner that you're using, get a banner that converts for you. Now, with banner advertising, by all means, go and make your own banners, okay? By all means, go and make your own banners. But if you don't know how to make banners, there's banners here. We've got banners on this page, okay? There's lots of banners you can use. Stefan's made us some. We've got a lot more banners to go in here, but I'm not quite sure why we got these white blank spaces. I'll have to talk to the person uploading the banners. But we got lots of banners that are going in here. And if you want to get a banner, you just click on it. Okay, gives you a pop-up. And all you do then is you right-click and save the banner as an image. You know, save it as an image on your computer and then close the pop-up. Okay, now I will be putting videos on every page, which with this banner section is still under construction. So let's come back to here. So there'll be lots of banners in here. Okay, lots of banners. So if I go back to the traffic center, let's have a look. So you get that for free, by the way. You get that for free. I give you all the banners. I show you where to advertise. I tell you how to place the advertisement, what the best strategy is for each banner place that you're going to advertise on. I take you by the hand. Then we got this section here, the free advertising section. But before I do that, we got cheap traffic. We got easing traffic. We got offline traffic. I've got solo ads. I've got so much more stuff that's going to go on this list here. And there's going to be loads of little videos that you can watch. You might be a clever person and say, well, I know it all, Jeremy. I don't need your traffic center. I'm going to do it all myself. But it's here if you want it. Nobody's forcing you to do it. It's not compulsory. You don't have to spend any money at all. Okay, you could just go to this free resource. Look, I give you this. A lot of advertising on free websites. Okay, I do a lot of advertising on free websites. Now, this Craigslist, if anybody knows about Craigslist, it's not easy to get a business opportunity on Craigslist. But I've got a tactic that I use to get onto Craigslist and to Backpages. If I come over here, this one's taken me to .co.uk. Our system recognises where you are in the world and take it to the appropriate Craigslist, whether you're in you know, the United States or whatever. So then we got Backpages, okay? Backpages, United States and Canada. So this is not for everybody, because not everybody lives in the States or Canada, do they? You know, but I'm going to show you how to use Backpages. I'm going to show you how to use Backpages if you're not in Canada and you're not in America. I'm going to show you stuff that I know nobody's teaching you for free. For free. I'm not asking a penny for this training that I'm going to give you to show you how to get free advertising. Okay? And I'm going to show you how to get free advertising on Craigslist. How you can get on here. You can get into so many sections where you can promote your business. And it's all about linking Google and Craigslist, Google and Backpages, and every other site that you could possibly think of. I can show you ways to advertise absolutely 100% free. And I know for a fact that people ain't teaching you stuff that I'm going to show you in this section here. Just in the free section alone, if you was to go through this whole lot and put a post every one, the traffic you would get would be phenomenal. Free traffic. You get free traffic. People that are looking for work, people that are looking to buy a product, people that are looking to find out information. I'm going to show you how to do it all. I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you the ad to post. I've not got one ad. I can't show you the Word document that I've made, but I've made near on 500 ads for you. 500 ads to use on free websites. Okay, and you're going to get access to it 100% free. Now you can use this same stuff that I'm going to show you in this free advertising. Everything in Padlock 1, you can use it for any business. I don't care what business you're in. You can use this for any business whatsoever. All you have to do is adapt it to yours. But if the problem is when you promote a business, you need to have sales funnels in place. You need to have follow-up emails in place. Padlock Income gives you all of that. You don't need to build a sales funnel. You don't need to build, you know, follow-up emails. Everything's all done for you. Excuse me, I was taking a drink of water. So check out the traffic center and make sure you go through the Facebook stuff. Okay, come to the Padlocks. If you're in Padlock 1, you've got Facebook and you've got I'm going to change this video, okay? And I'll change that in the morning because the email icon is no longer there. But you've got the Facebook tasks and you've got the traffic center. Traffic center, you want to keep coming back all the time because I'm going to be pouring so much stuff in there. Be spoiled for choice. And if you've ever wanted to, I'm going to come back over here because what I want to do is stop sharing that. And I'm just going to go to the Hangout as well. Okay. If you've ever worked on the internet and you've so let me get rid of this car. I don't know whether you've heard the saying. Okay. The money is in the list. Okay. That's a thing that you may have heard. The money is in the list. Okay. And the money is in the list. I can tell you that. What does it mean when the money's in the list? Well, let me put it this way. If you had a store, okay, I don't know, you were selling shirts, a clothing store, and you took that store, the same store, you got store 1 and store 2. They both have the same shirts in, okay? They've both got these, I don't know, these shirts. Look at that. Do you like that shirt? Okay, so they both got these shirts or t-shirts. Okay, they're both identical. There's 100 in stock in both shops. Okay, in both shops. Now, this one happens to be in a small village in the countryside. Okay, in the countryside. Population of the village, 2,000 people. This shop happens to be in downtown New York. Okay, population 8 million. Okay, 2,000 population, 8 million population. This shop, every morning, every single morning, 300 people walk past the shop to go to the train station. This shop, every morning, 14,000 people walk past the shop to go to the train station. Which one's going to make the most sales? Which one's going to sell their stock quicker? It's obvious it's this one. It's obvious it's this one because it's got more visitors going past it, more footfall, more people passing the window. In the internet world, that's called traffic. You cannot have an internet business without traffic. You can't. Go and create yourself a product on the internet, okay, or get somebody else's product. Go to ClickBank, go to JVZoo, find yourself a product to sell that you're going to make $100 a sale. If you don't know how to get traffic, you're wasting your time. If you don't know how to build a list, you're wasting your time. You will never make any money. If you think for 1 minute you've got a Facebook account and you're not going to make any Facebook posts because you don't want to get done for spamming, you're in the wrong business. When you advertise, when you go to a Facebook group and it says, advertise your multi-level marketing businesses here, sell your products here. Oh, I don't want to go in them groups. They don't want me to do it here. They might say I'm spamming. They're asking you to do it and you don't want to do it. If you want to make money working on the internet, the key to it, the key is a list. Okay, the key is a list. Now, your focus, I can tell you this, for every person on your list, the industry says it's worth $1 a month in income. Okay, for every person to think. So if you've got 100 people on your list, you should be making $100 a month. If you've got 1,000 people on your list, you should be making $1,000 a month. 1,000 people on your list, you should be making $10,000 a month. It's science here. This will tell if you go any person that makes money working on the internet will tell you that's the formula. The formula is everybody on your list, you should earn $1 out of them. But that's if you've got a quality list, a list of people that wanted to opt into your page and wanted to take action and actually wanted to buy your product or open your emails. Okay, too many people go and join these websites where they say, yeah, come and join us and we get you 200 leads a day. Yeah, if you're getting 200 leads a day, well, then, don't take you long, a week, and you're earning fantastic money, ain't you? It's not true, is it? So the traffic's no good. It's just rubbish that they're sending you. You can build a quality list. I built a list of 240,000 people from Facebook alone. 240,000 people from Facebook alone. Yeah, of course, that list is constantly growing and constantly shrinking, the Facebook list. But my main list, as I say, the 70,000, some 470,000, again, that list goes up and down. You might lose 50 people off it and you might gain 100 people. You might lose 20 people off it and gain one person. The list is fluctuatingly going up and down, and it gets old. Some people sell their computer, they die, or they don't want to work on the internet anymore, they don't, they get rid of that email address or whatever, you know. So that list is constantly being changed. You need to constantly tap and keep pushing, getting your leads, convert them into sales and customers. Padlock Income does all that for you. If that's not transparency for you, I don't know what is. Okay? This system, you don't have to pay a penny to get into it. If you're in the back office of Padlock now, and you go and look at your directs, don't look at your leads, because there'd be loads of people that fill out, just waste their time. They just want to have a look what's on the other side. Look at how many directs you've got, okay? And look at your directs, because your directs is the people that convert. And actually, you know, because some people, you know, there's when you have a web page, okay, a web page with a box on it that asks people to put their name and their email address. That page is called what they call a landing page, a squeeze page. Well, we call it a web page, okay? And then when they put their name and their email address, they get added to what's called your list. Okay, you should have an autoresponder, which is a way of communicating with those people that put their name and their email address in. Most people have that bit. They have that bit. They could say, yeah, I got that. Yeah, and I got that. I got that, Jeremy. I've got the place where they go to the list. But then what you've got to do is you've got to send these people an email. Okay? List. And they got to click a link in an email. That's called now an open rate. To open this email, click a link in that email that adds them to this list. This is the list that you want. It's a waste of time. Of course, you're building this list. Everybody builds this list, but it's called double opt-in. It's called double opt-in, where they have to do, this is one action. So they've opted in. So now what you do is to build a good list, you would add them to here, send them an email and say, open that email, open it and click the link. They've now done 3 actions. They put their name and their email address in here, they've opened your email and they've clicked the link, which sent them over to this. This person is now most likely going to be turned into a buyer, okay? Because they're action takers. They're interested in what your page was talking about, this web page, and they've actually gone through 1 step, 2, 3 steps. That's a simple process. We're taking through 8 steps. 8 steps to get them here. So if you look in your back office, if you go in your back office and you see that you've got 300 people on your leads, okay, and you've got some, or you might have, you know, you've got 2 lists. Got your leads and your directs. And what you need to be looking at is your directs. Okay? So if you've got 10 directs, and I don't mean to be rude, if you've got 10 directs, I'm going to ask the question, see who's quick enough. How much do you think you should be earning a month if you've got 10 directs? Okay? So let's have a look. Let's see if anybody's. If somebody wants to say, is the system a scam? Yeah, it's a scam. If something's free, doesn't cost you a penny, of course it's a scam. So so let me ask you the question. If you've got 10 directs in your back office, how much? $10. There you go. This guy said 70. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, you could say 70, but you should. We're talking monthly. We're talking monthly. Okay, monthly. Okay. Never work with me because I can't spell. If you've got 10 directs, you should be earning at least $10 a month. Of course, you're going to pick up $70 straight away if you've got $10, if you've got 10 directs. But your list of directs should give you a monthly income. So you don't take what you get in one bulk. You say, in the month, I've earned this much money. And that's what you should do. 10% then. I don't know whether you want to say 10%. It's not 10%. It's $1 of everybody on your list. Okay, monthly. Okay, so you want to put it into percentage. I'm telling you what the industry norm is. Okay, I'm telling you what the industry norm is. If you've got one person on your list, you should be earning $1 a month. If you've got 1,000 people on your list, you should be earning $1,000 a month. If you've got 10,000 on there, you should be earning $10,000 a month. If you're sitting in padlock 1 and you're saying, I want to get the padlock 2, I want to get the padlock 2, I want to get the padlock 2, and you've only got 8, it won't happen. You can't get the padlock 2 until you've got at least 10. But you shouldn't stop there. You carry on doing, because if you can get 10 directs, you can get 20, can't you? If you get 20, you can get 100. If you can get 100, you can get 1,000. If you get 1,000, you can get 10,000. It's all about consistency. It's all about consistency. Building your list. Padlock Income is designed to build your list in Padlock 1. It shows you how doing some actions starts to build your list. Now, in the traffic center, I'm going to show you, I still want you to do the Facebook stuff. I still want you to do the Facebook stuff. But in the traffic center, I'm gonna start putting some traffic sources in there that will take you to a slightly higher level. Then I should be adding some more resources in there once you've mastered, because there's no point just going and throwing money at traffic. Okay, there's no point just throwing money at traffic. You want to be testing, and you want to be split testing. You want to make sure that the traffic's working for you. Okay. When you get into Padlock 2, that's where the sales come. But you have to pay to get into Padlock 2. So when you join Padlock Income, it said join Padlock Income for free. It's 100% free. Okay, 100% free. And that will build you a list. If you did what I tell you, you'll start to build a list of directs. If you want to move to Padlock 2 and you want the system now to get your sales, well, I'm sorry, you have to pay for that. It's not free. Okay. And somebody said the other day, why don't I give people access to Padlock 1 and 2 for free? What's the point? You've got enough information, you've got enough stuff in Padlock 1 to take your business to the moon and back. You don't need Padlock 2 to take you to the moon and back. Padlock 2 is a bit more advanced stuff, but there's no point giving you the advanced stuff if you're not prepared to do the simple stuff. You've got to be in Padlock 1. It's free to be in Padlock 1. Once you're in Padlock 1, you've got a traffic center there. That traffic center I was not going to put in there. I wasn't, but I decided, let me put it in there. I'm not going to put everything in that traffic center because I've got a more advanced stuff, which I'm keeping for higher padlocks, okay? Because people are paying to go into the other padlocks. So I've got to give them value for money, haven't I? You're getting access to this training, the Padlock, these resources of what I use, the traffic, for free. You're getting access to traffic that I use for free. You ain't got to pay a penny for it. Yes, of course, you've got to pay the website that's going to do your advertising for you. You've got to pay them, but that's nothing to do with me, is it? What you get inside Padlock Income for free, and if anybody can say that that's not transparency, I don't know. And if anybody can turn around and say, well, have you checked this out? Is it a scam? How can it be a scam? You ain't got to pay any money. Bizarre, really bizarre. Padlock Income. If you haven't made a penny working on the internet, it's the place to start. And I tell you, you can promote any product using the strategies that I show you. Because when you work on the internet, it's purely about being consistent and doing the same things over and over again, which is consistency. And what I'm going to be adding for Padlock, the next icon I'm going to be putting inside Padlock 1, and there'll be an icon for Padlock 2, and that's going to be, if I just get rid of this, 2 more icons going into, one going into Padlock 1 and one going into Padlock 2. Okay, so we got Padlock 1, Padlock 2. 2 new icons that are going to go in. You've got the traffic center that's gone in today, okay, and that's going to be constantly updated. But then I believe later this week, I'll say next week at the latest, we'll say Monday next week, you're going to see a task of the day. Okay, task of the day in Padlock 1, and you're going to see a task of the day in Padlock 2. Okay. Padlock 2. There you go. Let me get rid of that. I can tell you now. I can tell you this now. If you do this task of the day, if you do the task of the day, I believe you're going to get much quicker results, because I want to show you how to have a variety to you. You know, have lots of strings to your bow, if you like. I want to show you how to cast a big net. And the task of the day, 90% of the stuff that's in the task of the day, you won't have to pay a penny to do it. Okay? Some of the stuff is buying traffic. It's optional. You don't have to buy it. Okay? You don't have to do it. I will be showing you some resources that I'm going to today make a banner. And let's today, here's a banner. Let's go and place this on a banner advertising site. It's going to cost you $10. It's going to cost you $20. It's going to cost you $50. It's going to cost you $100. It's going to cost you $1,000. You will decide whether you want to part with the money. You don't have to. You can do all the other tasks, because the task of the day is not going to be one task. Okay, it's not going to be one task, because I need you to spend 15 minutes a day doing tasks. Okay. Now, if you was to do the 30 posts a day in Padlock Income #1, okay, Padlock 1. That you could do them easy in a day. And you don't have to do them all off out the bat, you know, because you don't want to get into Facebook jail, but you could do a few, come back, do another few hours later, do another few. So I'm going to task of the day. Now, the task of the day is going to be optional. You don't have to do the task of the day. That's entirely up to you. You could just carry on doing what you're doing now in Padlock Income, because they're all still going to be there. Traffic Centre will be there. You can go and look at those free resources. You can look at the easing stuff that I'm going to be putting in there, the solo ad stuff. You can do all of that. But what I want to do is organise you. I want to organise you, because I know that if you spend all your time on Facebook, because you get bored with it, you think, oh, have I got to keep doing this? If you spend all your time on Twitter, you don't want to do it. If you spend all your time on Google Plus, you don't want to do it. And the thing is as well, if you spend all your time on Facebook, you end up getting in Facebook jail, and you get these pop-ups saying you're posting too many ads. If you don't do it on Google Plus, they either shut your account down or start restricting you. Same is with Twitter, same is with LinkedIn, same is with YouTube, the same is with most of the social media sites. I want to show you how to do stuff. I want to show you how to make a few Facebook posts. I want to show you how to do some stuff on Facebook that you probably didn't think about doing. I want to show you how to leverage a Facebook group without even posting in it. Okay? Leveraging a Facebook group that ain't even a making money on own group, you know? I want to show you how to get into pet groups, how to show you how to get into fitness groups, how to get into fishing groups. I want to show you how to get into motorbiking groups. I want to show you how to get into camping groups. I want to show you how to get into rambling groups, music groups, gaming groups. I want to show you how to, because they're all people just like you and I. You're not going to make one post in there about business, but I'm going to show you how to leverage the people that are in there, so that when you do make a post, they see it and you get the business. Now, the task of the day will be coming very, very soon. I think I'll have it in place by next Monday. Tomorrow on the calendar in the back office, it's Independence Day for the Americans. I'm going to put on the calendar, you'll see, it will say, Julie, it's my birthday. In the morning when I get up, I've not quite finished what I'm doing. I shall put the link in there, okay? And there'll be some posts that you could do for Independence Day, okay? So we're going to utilise Independence Day. And with the task of the day as we go forward, we're going to be making use of what's happening in the world. I'm going to be showing you trending and how to get stuff that's trending, you know, like when Donald Trump became president. I want to show you how to pick up on things like that and get traffic from it, okay? So the task of the day, I believe it's going to take your business to another. I also know that there's going to be some people that won't do it. But if you want to change your tomorrow, there's an old saying. You've got to do something different today. Nothing changes unless something changes. You have to make change. If you've not had success working on the internet before, let me give you a bit of guidance. Do what I'm asking you to do. You'll have the success. You'll start to build your leads. That's what we've got to do here. We've got to get your leads coming in. Got to get those leads converted into directs. The more and more you add to the list, the more and more you will see that once you start to get 1,000 people on your list, your life will change. Yes, there's a gap between 0 and 1,000, but it ain't a massive gap, because once you get 10 people on you that have become On your directs, you can get 20, you can get 100, you can get 1,000, you can get 10,000. And everything I'm going to show you in the task of the day, plus with the stuff that's already in the back office, we're going to do it together. And you will see that you get success. And you do not have to move to Padlock 2 if you don't want to. If you want to get sales and you want to start making money, first we need to get you at least 10 directs. Those people are not likely to be tire kickers. They're going to want to take action just like you did. And they will eventually get to Padlock 2 and pay their $10, and you're going to earn a commission. That's how you can stay in Padlock 1 free for the rest of your life if you don't want to make any money with the system. That's entirely up to you. I want to thank you for watching this hangout. My name's Jeremy Rush. I slightly ran over time there, which I don't like to do. And I won't be doing a hangout on Friday because it's my wife's birthday. I'm going to be doing it on Thursday this week, okay? So not Friday, on Thursday's the next hangout. See you on the next broadcast. Bye now.